Motherfuckers interrupted our session, but it's all good. I'm just playing. But anyway, yeah, back to Anita Alvarez though. For those who don't know, who outside the states, people who, you know what I'm saying, who really don't understand what's going on in the city of Chicago, explain to the people who she is.
Nita Alvarez, she's the state's attorney. She's responsible for prosecuting, or the lack thereof. We holding her accountable for not prosecuting the police for the shooting, death, and murder of Laquan McDonald. I'm pretty sure of countless others. She does not represent our people. Neither does she represent her own people. I think she forgot that she was a minority. And we're going to vote her out in March because I'm pretty sure she's not resigning. She has a bigger ego than Rahm Emmanuel himself. So we're going to show out in mass quantities and vote her out in March.
So yeah, honestly, y'all been going crazy with them protests. Have y'all showed up at our doorstep yet?
Not yet. We got some stuff going on.
Yeah, I ain't gonna expose everything, but I just wanted to know if y'all took that step yet, man. Cause after I read this one article about the shit that she did besides this Laquan McDonald incident, like I'm not too personal with the names of each victim that has gone through the shit that she put them through, but it is crazy. You know what I'm saying? What this lady be on, Joe, and it is ridiculous.
About these 6 men convicted of rape and murder on 2 different individuals, and they all received 20 years. And finally, after 20 years, they were released due to DNA evidence. And she was a prosecutor in those rape murder cases. And she even to this day is saying that we don't know that they didn't kill the 2 rape victims. She came up with a story that said, well, they could have killed the ladies, and some people could have came up and raped the victims after they was dead. 2 different victims that DNA led police to. They could have come up and raped the victims after they was murdered.
Gee, it seems like they could just make up the silliest shit and just run with it. And that's exactly the truth, though. Mm-hmm. The stupidest shit, and they just get away with it.
Don't represent our people. Don't represent her
Not
people.
At all, man. So back to the protests, man. Your ass been in the midst of the scuffle a few of them times, but what I want to say is, what I did notice, the news is not really portraying how peaceful y'all really are out there. You know what I'm saying? I saw something on Black Friday, and I think whatever newspaper it was, the cover of it was the Sun-Times. Yep. They had a cover of 2 black people getting into it, scuffling. And I'm like, this is the only fucking picture y'all came up with? Like, I'm watching the news and looking at all y'all peaceful ass out there, and they gonna post that. Like, how hard is it to really get the voice out to be heard, what you really and true intend to do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, that's part of the real reason that I'm in it, to be able to tell the real story. Because nowadays we all the media. It just depends on what your source is, and I'm trying to be the source. I don't get my stuff from nowhere else but being out there. And it was disheartening when I did see the Sun-Times. I'm disappointed in them. Because Black Friday was one of the best experiences of my life. It was so much unity. People came together, and it really showed how much power that we have as a people, as Black people, and as people collectively. Because it was Chinese, white, everybody was out there because they know that this is wrong. And we was out there, they was handing out hand warmers. They wasn't selling nothing. They was coming through with coffee. You need coffee, right. Pouring coffee. We got cream, we got sugar. It was just a time. It was a once in a lifetime experience. And to see the next day that the only thing that they could find to put on the front page was a scuffle between a black man and protesters, which I'm sure they planted. You see a lot of stuff in the media while you out there. You see people that's planted out there to mess stuff up by the
Hmm.
police or by the media. They
Now that's
sneaky.
that's history. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? Like that's something that you all people who don't know, you can look it up.
Hmm.
But the FBI has infiltrated all type of civil rights movements and planted people in these circumstances to fuck shit up.
Yep. They
Basically.
messing up the image. I mean, I saw this dude Black Friday. It's a lot of people that came up, but it's this one dude. I'm standing on the front line. He was big. I'm like, man, this dude gonna steal on me. I'm like, man, he gonna steal on me. I gotta take this. But he big. He came out there gang banging. He like,
Right.
on the G, I'm getting in the stuff. I'm like, oh man, he finna steal on me. He ain't never steal on me. And cops told him like, man, you probably not gonna get in. You gotta go. Blah blah. But I see him on. So we down on Michigan. We went down to 35th to the headquarters. Like a week or two later, it's at nighttime. I'm at the McDonald's waiting for the meeting to open up.
Right.
I'm like, man, this dude look familiar than the mug. Like that dude that was at the protest. I'm like, he planted. They planted him. He ain't with us.
Mm-hmm.
So if he was out there trying to shop, what he doing over here at the police station like he with us or something?
Right.
I'm like,
Caught
yeah,
his
he
ass
caught.
lacking.
I'm like, I look at that. I'm like, I ain't gonna stare too hard because he might
That's
steal on me.
crazy.
But but yeah, they planting people, man.
So damn, that's
For
crazy.
just
as hell.
not to even mess the protester, but just for a picture.
Wow.
Yep.
That's ridiculous, bro.
Mhm.
Damn, that shit is crazy, man. For those who don't know, you know what I'm saying? We are talking about a lot of the Chicago protests that's been happening. And this man right here, Matthew Ross, has been sticking to every like I see a lot of people out here bullshitting and they just posting and not really in tune with what's happening. They just, saying it. But you really on the front line, putting in work, really believing in this, man.
Well, I really don't want to take credit for anything. I'm just out there as an individual trying to be a part of the unit. We got some real young brothers, smart, intelligent brothers out here that's moving this. They got the zeal, they got the energy, and quite frankly, they reckless. They not taking no for an answer, and it's not your grandfather, grandmother's protest or movement. It's not gonna be no hymn singing. It's not gonna be no. No, it's not gonna be. It's gonna be some cussing. It's ain't gonna be no turn the other cheek. It's gonna be some cussing. It's gonna be in your face. But at the end of the day, we not laying our hands on nobody. And I want to give credit to the leaders. Jamal Green, you see him out there. Always, he's a leader, par excellent. You got Lamar, what's his name? Lamar Record, guy with the funny hair that be staring the police down.
Yeah, I seen him.
Yeah, he's 16. Yeah, 16
out
years
here.
old,
That's
out there.
That's showing you the youth that's really out here who trying to make a difference, man. Because a lot of people think that the youth is just really out here cutting up and, drill music and all this gang banging and stupid shit. Like, honestly, I'm gonna be real. The youth is way more, what is it? The youth is way more in tune and they are paying more attention than I ever was at 16. Like, I wasn't giving no fuck about protests and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people my age, we just trying to fuck around, smoke, and get on some hoes. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what it is. But now it's like the youth and the younger generation really are in tune with what they're more mature. You know what I'm saying?
You got to think about it. When we was growing up, we'd fight. We played sports and fight, and every now and again, when we got a little bit older, some of our, classmates and stuff might get killed off or whatever. But it wasn't like it is now. And as a 16-year-old boy, a teenager now, you really got to take a look at stuff and be like, man, that could be me. You see him out there, he a kid, and he gonna do stuff. And the sad thing about being black in America now, you can't even afford to make a mistake. You can't go in the convenience store and steal a candy bar without getting shot.
Yeah.
Not saying that anybody did that, but that's what kids do. You
Right.
know, you can't
That's
you
true.
can't ride your car, Sandra Bland, and get an attitude with a police officer, smoke your cigarette without being put in jail and murdered.
Mm.
And then nobody taking any responsibility for it, and they just blaming us.
Wash their hands and just keep it
Exactly.
moving.
So these kids, they got the energy, and quite frankly, they not about to take it. So we not stopping until this system is cleansed and is rebuilt. Another person, Jedediah Brown. We got Rosemary Vega. We got Mark Carter. Just a lot of organizers from a lot of organizations all coming together in unity because we know that this is unjust and it is not right. It don't matter if you white, black, Mexican, Chinese. We understand this could happen to us. Dr. King said injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. So if it happened to me today, it could happen to you tomorrow.
You know what's funny? You know what I'm saying? You naming, it's not funny, but what's odd to me, you naming all these different races who came, you know what I'm saying, in unity to act as one. And it's not that much what is it? It's not that much focus on the positivity of it, and it's also not that much harsh talk about it. I mean, they are negatively portraying y'all, but it's not as much as you've seen in a more blacker community, like what happened in Baltimore and other shit like that. Like Chicago is a big ass city, and I don't think they can stop once the people, you know what I'm saying, they can't stop y'all once the people all unite. Like they tried to control the Baltimore shit and make it seem like it was just all black people, but in Chicago we got all races who are participating in this.
Yeah, well, actually, Ferguson and Baltimore, um, all those places, they protested. They stayed in the black community. We knew better than that. We didn't even. Nobody had to even talk about what was going to happen. Um, so close to Thanksgiving and Black Friday, it was all kind of like a given. We know better. We're not about to go tear our neighborhoods up, and we're not about to protest in our neighborhoods so y'all could come plant people to come tear our stuff up. We're going where the money is. We're going to affect you economically because it's obvious that our black lives don't matter to you, but our black dollars do. And if we can't get everybody to stop shopping, we just gonna make it impossible for people to come shop for y'all to sell anybody anything.